Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast North. I'm Eli, I'm your host, and welcome back to another video. And sorry guys for the late upload again, 2 weeks in a row. I've had some stuff come up, but hey, it's good because I'm getting the video out. But before we get into this video, you already know we got to start off with the verse of the day. And today's verse comes from Romans 8:26, and it says, "Likewise the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us when groanings which cannot be uttered." And also, guys, I have to say this, that of course I mentioned it in another video, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. I cannot believe we got to 600, but hey, we did. Now the goal is to get 700. So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe for more high school football content. And also, guys, I know I forgot to mention this in the intro, but this is the week in review, pretty much. So yeah. So without further ado, let's begin. So this game here was one that I really was looking forward to, but unfortunately it was not played due to weather. So that's why this is a no contest. So unfortunately we don't have a Anderson County segment this week. So yeah, but it is what it is. So Carter at Austin East is something that how I expect some points scored to be here. Well, there were a lot scored, but I honestly did not expect this to be a blowout. Now, I will say this, that a little notable performance for Carter was the fact that quarterback Brody Sparks got 4 touchdowns this game, and I say Carter's looking like that they can improve, but however, Austin East hasn't really been as strong, really, but however, I do think that Carter is going to have a test next week when it comes to Gatlinburg Pittman. And remember, Carter beat Gatlinburg Pittman last season. But, however, that was last season, and it's going to depend on what Carter can do on over here. So it's going to be interesting what they can do. But yeah. And all right, so Campbell County at Fulton is this score here. Hold on, guys. Here, I'm gonna have to type in the score for the next slide, guys. Sorry. Powell and Farragut was a bit of a late addition, so excuse me there. But anyway, Campbell County at Fulton. I will say this, that I honestly think I had Fulton winning this game. But over Campbell County, I did not expect to only get like 3 points. I'm gonna be honest. Now, Campbell County, I think, is still adjusting to their new coach, of course. But however, I do think, of course, for Campbell County, you're 0-2 to start the season, but however, it's going to depend on how you play next week. And unfortunately, since Campbell County is not covered on the channel, I do not cover Campbell County, so Campbell County is not going to be on the channel next week. But yeah, so sorry guys, if you see me down on my phone, it's because I'm trying to find what the final score for the Powell Farragut game was. I'm so sorry. I'll add in a text box. How about that? But anyway, for Fulton, this is a good start. Coach Long, you get your first win, and of course, it's going to depend on what they can do heading in here, heading in their next game, which I need to pull up the schedule real quick. Here's the thing, guys. I'm sorry, but it's been a while because, let me tell you something. I cover 8 freaking schools, so I'm sorry if I sound off, but I cover 8 schools, so I'm a busy man. But however, for Fulton next week, they're going to be playing Halls next week. So, Halls was a tough team, but we'll get to that in a bit. But however, I can imagine that this win should give some momentum to Fulton. But however, Halls won 41-0 against Campbell County. And we'll get to this segment here in a moment about Halls. But yeah, so it's interesting to see what Fulton can do against Halls. All right, now let's see if I can put in a text box here. I think I can. Yeah, I can. hold on. Just sorry, guys. I honestly forgot that this game was a home game because I think Max Prep said that this game was originally away, and then it just went home. But however, really, so I apologize for it. Now, here, hold on. Now, don't make fun of me for just. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make another text box real quick. This thing here is. Now, guys, here, I'm just going to say this. Bear with me because, hey, it's been a long week. So, just bear with me a little bit. Now, of course, for this, now, Jeff Courtney of Farragut is still looking for is now going to be 0-2 in his tenure as head coach. But, however, next week for Farragut, they're going to be covered on the West Channel as they're playing West. So I'd recommend going to check the West Channel out. But yeah, but Farragut, they just weren't able to get by Powell tonight. Powell had some great plays, and I just think that I'm sorry, not tonight, 2 days ago, because like I say, no, guys. Last reminder, it's been a rough week, so please bear with me. But however, Powell just I guess was using the Anderson County loss as motivation for this game, and when Farragut came to town, Powell went to town on them. So yeah, a good win for Powell, and now Powell is going to be playing. Hold on, is playing Oak Ridge next week. So yeah. Now it's going to see how that game's going to go because Oak Ridge is really good. So it's going to be interesting to see how that game goes. And then Maryville at Central, and I have to say, I'm going to be honest that I wasn't really surprised at this result because Maryville is one of the top 6A teams in the state of Tennessee. And for Maryville, they're a tough team to beat regardless. But however, I do think that only putting 31 on Central is an improvement from last year. Because actually a disimprovement for Maryville because last year they beat Central 52-6. And Central, now of course this is a blowout regardless, but Central, however, is, Central's only able to make them score 31 points. Now, they weren't able to put any points on the board, but however, hey, I think you should feel a bit good about yourself, a little bit of defense and with the defensive things, but yeah. So, yeah, let's move on to our game of the week, Gibbs at Halls. And I have to say, I was at this game, and it was crazy. But hey, the Gibbs segment on every episode is presented by PJ's Barbershop, and you have to call to schedule an appointment. But however, they're located at 3544 Neal Drive, Suite 101, Knoxville, Tennessee 37918. And like I say, you need a call to schedule an appointment. So call Pam at 865-548-0749, schedule an appointment, or call Jackie at 865-243-5291 to schedule an appointment. And also Sierra Lynn Photography. And if you want to schedule a session if you want to schedule a photo shoot with Sierra, DM her on Instagram. Her accounts are Sierra_343 or SierraLynn.photos on Instagram to schedule a session. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Now, this game was crazy. So basically, Gibbs had the lead the whole game. In the fourth quarter, Halls was able to get ahead 22-19 over Gibbs, but then Mikel Van Pelt, after the Eagles drove down the field, Mikel Van Pelt was in field goal range. Halls tried to ice the kicker twice, but it didn't work out as Mikel made it, and so the game went to overtime. And let me tell y'all this: in overtime, I'm gonna be honest, I was, I pretty much felt so intense when I was at this game because overtime, anything can happen. And Halls had the ball first. And what happened was Halls was either was on their fourth play in overtime, and they ended up looking like they were going to attempt the field goal to put them up 3, but however, they faked it, and guess what happened with that pass? It was intercepted by former Halls player Maddox Brackfield, and now Gibbs had a chance to win the game. And after 2 plays, running back DeJuan Harris was able to get the ball into the end zone to win the game for Gibbs, and Gibbs is 2-0 for the first time in years. And yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, still this game here is an instant classic, and honestly, I'm glad that there is film on it. I'll leave it down in the description down below if y'all want to go watch it. But it was crazy. And yeah, so here are the other scores: Loudoun and Lenore City. And here's what I'm going to say. I watched this game because it was on TV, and Lenore City looked like they were about to win the Battle of the Bridge, but unfortunately, a false start against them. And they had one last chance to win it, and Loudoun blocked it. And because of that, Loudoun won their 6th straight Battle of the Bridge. And man, that game was just crazy. And then Greenville, Dobbins Bennett. Greenville won 35-0. Caulfield and Oneida. Caulfield won 28-14 over Oneida. Northview at Pigeon Forge won 46-35. And I have to say, I honestly did not expect Northview to lose. And so this is really kind of shocking to me. But hey, it's like I said, it's high school football. Anything can happen. Yeah. And then McMinn Central 21, Seymour 15. And then Tennessee High 36, Sullivan East 3. Cherokee gets by David Crockett with the score of 35-21. And then Granger wins over Chucky Doak by a score of 42-21. And all right, it's gonna end the video tonight, guys. And like I say, guys, I'm sorry I've been off a bit the last couple. I'm sorry that I'm kind of stuttering a bit in this video, but unfortunately, guys, like I say, I'm still trying to get back in the swing of things. So just bear with me for the next few videos. But anyway, thank you all for 600 subscribers, and I cannot wait to release the game preview video video on Wednesday. And yeah, so with that being said, peace out, God bless, and good night.